So most Ghanaians likely do not know you for these achievements, but rather for your most famous fight with Bukom Banku. I want you to tell us a bit about it. How was the feeling before the fight and then after the fight? Tell us a bit about it.
You know, first of all, I'll thank God for everything which happened and give me a good victory, and all my fans who supported me, and everybody who prayed for me. You know, people doesn't know me because I was fighting a lot in the US.
Okay.
You know, but since then when I came here and I called up Bukom Banku, and he stand like a man and he accepted to fight. So I mean, after fighting him, at least Ghanaians have known that they have some fighter around that can make them proud.
Okay, so we haven't seen you lately in the ring doing anything. Is there anything we should expect of you as Bastie Samir?
Yeah, you know, this I fought I think last 2 years December, and this COVID came up, so we have slowed boxing down. So, but right now, yeah, everything is going on right now. So maybe I'll fight next week. I think next week, 9th April 9.
Oh, okay, that's an exciting one. Okay, so another question at the fight with Bukom Banku. My question to you is, before the fight, how was training like? Were you so sure that you were really going to beat him up? Or you were not so sure, you were a bit skeptical about it and then wasn't certain?
You know, I respect him because he's a good fighter. But I have a good coach, Rached Merdassi.
Okay.
And, you know, and I spar with Floyd a couple of times. So I've learned a lot from him. So I know that when I give myself a chance, when coach I start training, like I respond to the training. I mean, when I become in shape, like when I train well, I can beat him. So I knew that I have a good coach, I have everything, so I can beat him.
Okay, that's an exciting one. So to why we are here today, my question to you is about your hairdo. So there's this issue going on with students being not allowed in school because, or admitted because of dreadlocks. As a boxer, with your hair on, does it worry any action you do in the ring? Does it affect you in any way?
Not at all. I don't think dreadlocks is a bad thing. I think it's a fashion thing. Everybody loves fashion, you know. And so if a student want them to make a dreadlocks to school, I think they should allow them because it's not a bad thing. Okay. Because if you go to all over the world, like US, UK, and all over places, all the case, everybody, if they want to do a dreadlocks to go to take it to school, they'll allow you. So I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just a fashion, you know. But for sportsmen, you know, we just do it for fashion, you know. But you know, I think if somebody love it, want to do it, I think they should allow him. It's not a bad thing.
Okay, so looking at these children, you realize that most of their parents already have the dreadlocks on. Is this something you would advise the general public that henceforth, okay, because it's a new fashion, it's a new style, any parent at all could go ahead and tell their kids to wear dreadlocks, or could actually begin their children to wear dreadlocks along the school journey?
Yeah, I think if their kids like the dreadlocks, I think they should let them.
Wow, okay. That's an interesting comment though. Thank you very much on that. And again, what would be advice to the authorities in the senior high schools on the bit of the dreadlocks thing? Do you think that they should approve that in their documentation or acceptance letter for people to come into school? Should they put it in the agreement? Because we look at the document that was shown to the general public on how they accepted these kids. So it means that they sign an agreement that they really want to come to the school. They know the rules and the regulations. And it looks as though they didn't abide by it because the school says that you cannot have dread on. What would be your advice to the authorities? Should they include that in that agreement in the near future?
I think so. I think that they should include it because I don't think it's a bad thing, you know. Because if the kids want to make a dreadlocks to school, and while he's learning hard, doing what you have to do, I don't think it's a problem. Okay. You know. And you know, as for me, I always do my dreadlocks around Bukom. You know, Bukom. There's a guy called Obina. Okay. Obina Wali, and Alex Tiamwa is right now trying to, get me back, bounce back. So we have things going. So by the grace of God, you will hear from me very soon.
Oh, that's a very beautiful one. We would be waiting for you, Bastie, in the ring, and eventually you get to fight and then win all your fights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Finally, your advice to all boxers across the continent, especially here in Ghana. What would be your advice to these young people that are coming up that look up to you, especially your fans? For those who live here in Ghana, those who don't live here, those who aspire to be like you. I understand you've been fighting from somewhere way back in the US and all of that stuff. For those who aspire to be like you, what would be your advice to them on the journey to becoming a boxer?
You know, boxing. I mean, everything is not easy.
Okay.
You know, you pass through a lot of challenges and everything. But you know, you need to stand strong.
Okay.
You know, train hard, discipline. You know, be focused.
Okay. That's a very interesting.
And by the grace of God, when you work hard, I know that you'll get there. You'll be at the point. You achieve your dream.
Great.
And make Ghana proud.
Great. So you advised me to try and punch that one of those bags one of these days, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll give that a shot in no time. Thank you very much. It was a very interesting one. Thank you very much.